going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. We gotta talk today about my #1 frustration inside of Brazil. Something that you need, something that you absolutely cannot do without out here, and you will 100% need this. And it's not a bad thing, you know, it's definitely good to get it, and it's definitely good that they require people to get it because, you know, it's just a good thing you'll get always. But before we get to that, I first want to show you where I'm at. So I'm actually by the police station, and I'll talk to you while I'm kind of by the police station right now. But I'm not at the police station. I'm here right now. I'm drinking a beer just because I came like 30 minutes away to get this done, and I wasn't able to get it done because they're closed. They said they're only closed on Wednesdays, and then I get here and they're closed because they're doing some maintenance on the building. So I was like, I might as well stop by and get a beer here, right? Got my stuff on me and everything. But we're gonna talk about that. So this area is called Lapa, by Lapa de Bexo, or de Bexo, or if that's how you want to say it. And I had to go to the Policia Federal area over here, but they were closed today. So let's talk about why exactly I had to come over here. But the main reason why I actually came over here is because I needed a CPF number. So that you need this for literally everything, and I'll explain to you all the things that you need this for. But the main thing I want to say is you need a CPF number. You absolutely need one. And first of all, a CPF number is like the social security number in America. We call it social security number, they call it CPF number. It's pretty much a tax number, and it's a number that you need to do literally anything here, and it's so they can track your spending pretty much. The same thing with a social security number. So you need that, you absolutely do. And there's a few ways that you can get it. I was told to go get RG card, and then, which is pretty much like an ID card, and then I was told to get the CPF after that, and it comes with the CPF. So I had to go get that, and I had to go get like passport photos taken, 3x4 photos that actually are for that. But some of the main stuff that you would need a CPF for, got a lot of noise in the area, bus going by, airplane going by, helicopter going by. Anyways, the main things that you would need a CPF for: #1, if you don't want to do an Airbnb and you just want to rent a place, which is way cheaper to rent over an Airbnb. My Airbnb is like $630. If I was renting that Airbnb, I think it would be around $200 to $300. So that's one thing that you would need it for. The next thing, if you want to buy a bus ticket online, you need that CPF number, because you can't buy it online. You can buy it in person, and I bought it in person, but it was like a headache because I had to walk all the way to the bus station. Well, I caught a ride over there, but still I went to the bus station, and then I had the problem of translating. I'm learning Portuguese, so I'm still like a beginner at Portuguese, but my Portuguese is very small, which would be meu português é muito pouco. So yeah, my Portuguese is very small. And I actually ran into a guy that was from Cuba by the police station. He was trying to get in there as well to get his social security, not social security, but you know, his CPF, which is pretty much like their social security. And he was trying to get his as well up there, but they were closed. And inside of Spanish, that would be mi español es muy poco. So Spanish and Portuguese are very similar, and I learned a little bit of Spanish first, so it kind of messes me up because I speak some Spanish when I'm trying to speak Portuguese, and then Portuguese when I'm trying to speak Spanish. But you know, eventually you'll get the drift of it. But like I was saying with the bus ticket, if you want to buy a bus ticket online, you need that CPF number. If you want to buy it in person, you don't need a CPF. You just need to show them your ID and a few other things, like just going into certain places. Like if it's a really high-end place, you're gonna have to show some kind of form of identification. CPF really helps. If you want to buy a plane ticket locally, like you want to go from here like A to Z locally, then you would need that CPF. It's another thing you need it for. But I use Latam Airlines, and they actually let me use my passport because since I came from America, they already have all my identity from America. But if you're like trying to travel, it's just really hard to travel within the country if you don't have that CPF. Another thing, one thing that you're really gonna need inside of Brazil is it's gonna be that CPF. But another one of those reasons with the phone numbers, like if you need to go get you what am I trying to say, like if you need a SIM card, you're gonna need that CPF number. You cannot get a SIM card without a CPF number. So that's another thing right there. And instead I had to do Google Fi. Google Fi has been pretty good to me lately. But you can only stay out of the country for 3 months until your service is cut, and it's just for your 5G. It'll be cut. You will no longer have that LTE connection out here, and that definitely sucks, because it's one of the main reasons why I got it. And I'm actually going to be out here for 3 months, so I want to extend it for longer than 3 months, which is why I'm probably going to have to go get a CPF number, because I want to stay here longer than 3 months. I actually like it a lot out here. I love Brazil, and actually I'm trying to go to Rio. I'll be in Rio tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And depending on when this video comes out, I may still be inside of Sao Paulo, but yeah, I'm gonna be going to Rio. But yeah, that's another thing, like the SIM card, especially because you don't just want to walk around with your expensive phone on you. You want to go buy like a burner phone, a phone that doesn't have your personal information, so just in case it gets stolen, you know, you're not losing or anything, and it's really not that much of a loss. So that's why you really want to get a SIM card, and you would need a CPF to get that SIM card here. So that's just one of the other many things that you need a CPF for. And there's a lot of other stuff, like if you want bills in your name inside of Brazil, they need to track your spending, they need to track all that stuff for tax reasons, because you get money back for it actually if you give your CPF number at the store. You'll even, like in America, people will never just give someone their CPF number or their social security number. Like, that's very sacred in America. But you can be inside of a store line and someone will tell the store owner their CPF number, so then they can write it down and they can get a tax write-off for whatever they bought if it's for certain purposes. So that's one of those things where you definitely need a CPF for it. And people will say it in line, like your CPF number is almost like your phone number out here, but it's your tax number. So it's a lot different in America. In America, like someone gets their social security, they have a whole access to your financial history, your financial credit. They can do whatever they want with your finances. But over here, the CPF is more it's not as sacred, and you can just talk to someone and hear their CPF inside of a conversation. It's like that out here. But I don't know if it's necessarily a good or a bad thing, but what I would say is it's definitely something that you need, and you definitely want to get that RG card. It's like your I think it's kind of RG, but RG, and it's like a ID card. You also want to get that as well. It helps out. You don't want to walk everywhere with your passport on you. I don't do that. Unfortunately, I do have it on me right now, only because I just now went to the Polícia Federal, but they're closed today for some reason. So I got that on me now. But you don't want to walk around with that because it's just not safe to walk around. Like you can get it stolen or anything. But you know, that's just something that you definitely need to get a hold of. You need that CPF number. You need it. You 100% need it. And it makes your trip a whole lot easier, a whole lot better. And you'll also notice like a lot of things will be cheaper if you have it. Like you'll be able to get a SIM card and a phone plan here. That's going to be way cheaper if you get it here as opposed to America. I'm paying $70 a month for Google Fi, whereas if I just got a SIM card here, I would have the same type of service and even better because it's inside this specific country, and it would be way cheaper. It would be more so like $10 to $15 rather than being $70. And then the same thing with my Airbnb. If I went ahead and got a CPF and then I went and rented a place myself under my own name, then that would be about $200, whereas I'm spending $650 right now. And this is a really good thing because, for instance, I wanted to get a place around Paulista Avenue, but getting a place at Paulista, it's gonna cost you about $1,000 to $2,000 US, and you can find one for like $1,000 or $1,500, but that's pretty expensive, and that's on Airbnb. But let's say instead you had the CPF and you rented a place yourself, then you would only be paying $600 to $700. So you would be saving a lot more money. Electricity, water, all that stuff, way cheaper than just buying a whole Airbnb. So it's very good to do that. And also, if you wanted a car out here, you can't get the car without a CPF. You can't get car insurance without a CPF. You can't get your driver's license without that CPF and also the RG card. So you would need both of those. So that's just one of the main things I've noticed out here. But yeah, other than that, everything's been going well. That's just one thing that slightly frustrated me. It's not that big of a deal, but it's definitely something I'm trying to get taken care of. And yeah, I'll have a lot more info for you all outside of this, because there's a lot of other, you know, little tips and tricks that you want to know before you come here. See, I came here not knowing this type of stuff, and now, you know, I'm not necessarily suffering. It's not that bad, but still, it's something that you want to know, and it's something that you want to find out. But I'll definitely let you all know about that. I'm gonna go and show you some more videos for Rio starting tomorrow and on, only for like 5 days, and then I'm gonna decide whether or not I want to stay there permanently. I'm probably gonna stay there permanently, let's be honest. Rio is Miami slash LA slash Los Angeles, and then Sao Paulo is New York, Chicago. So it's pretty cool over here in Sao Paulo, I would say. A lot of people say everywhere is dangerous from Rio to Sao Paulo. They say Rio is a little more dangerous, but they say everywhere is dangerous. And I'm inside of a local area. This is a particular area where no one speaks English at all. It's a local area, and I actually like it because it challenges me to learn Portuguese. It challenges me to, you know, extend my knowledge in Portuguese. So I'm learning a lot more things, just a lot of small words, like I can say, you know, like good afternoon, boa tarde, and like inside of Spanish it'll be tarde, but inside of just get this some flies flying around my drink. Anyways, inside of Portuguese it'd be tarde. When you have a D and then an E, it's G. Like you'll just say G. So there's a lot of different things. Inside of Spanish it'd be de. Inside of Portuguese it'd be G. They say YouTube. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that you gotta learn, but I'll definitely continue to bring these videos to you all. And it's really loud out here, but definitely check out all the links I got in the description. I don't have any sponsors or anything like that, not making money from this channel. So if you want to support my travels out here, and I'll keep bringing you this information, check out the links in the description. If you make music, if you make music, you just want beats for your music, check out the link in the description. I got that as well. And yeah, check out my other channel, Marcellus, and I talk about crypto and all that. Check out my music. I got an album coming out on January 1st, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be my best album yet. Like, it's gonna be the best. And anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. And as always, I'll be back with another video.